Today's video, I bring you to one of the parks I walk the most. Before we get started on today's video, I gotta tell you guys, holy, my past week has been chaotic and it's not over with yet. As you can tell, we had a lot of rain last night. Yeah. Seems like that's all it wants to do anymore is rain. But that's not why it's chaotic. It seems like every appointment you could possibly imagine is hitting right off, one after another. Guys, I pretty much feels like all wintertime I was on cruise control. You know, nothing fouled up the days going out to do the adventures unless it was the weather or something like that. But wow. Well, I still have one of these major appointments to keep on one of the days I film. I will come up with something, but this is why I'm making a video today. I don't like to do the vlogs if I can keep from them. This has a good subject matter. Has every bit to do with my puppy. Well, can't really rightfully call him a puppy because here in the next couple of days he's going to be 2 years old. And after I get through this next 2 appointments, I shouldn't have anything till July. Let's get started. Yep, this is my puppy, Kitt. Yes, we're going to still call him a puppy. He's a good dog, right? I mean, he's almost a perfect dog. But what if I told you I only have about 50%, yeah, roughly about 50% of his control? Did I say that right? Let me explain to you what's been going on with Kitt. And this has been going on for quite some time. It's got me scratching my head because I can't figure this out. Okay, as you can see right now, want some grass? Grass. My dog is 100%, well, he just pulled me. We'll get to that. Oh, I shouldn't show that, kid. I'm sorry. Let's move the camera out. A little late for that, right? He's pretty much under my control, okay? He's going to be a little pulley until he goes poo. But he's pretty much under my control. When it's just him and I, no matter what I tell him to do, he's going to do it. Okay, let me rephrase this. No matter what I tell him to do, he usually does it. I didn't mean to say he's going to do it. No. He's also very much a spoiled puppy. Now, when I'm at home, he's the perfect dog. And what are you doing? You ain't going to roll around there. He is. He's the perfect dog when we're at home. Now, let me tell you the flip side of my dog, Kitt. Yeah, there's a flip side. Whenever my wife is around, yes, this is after one poo later. Yeah, we're going to leave something out because, yeah. But whenever Angie is around, he is a different dog. Hey, Kitt, ain't that right, Bubby? Road, come on. Road, good boy. Let me give you some examples, okay? Let's start off when I'm in a store. If I'm in a store completely by myself, just Kitt and I, he will mind everything I tell him to do. Everything. And there could be people all around me, he will still not break command. That's what I want him to do. That's what he's being trained for. But the moment my wife comes up, let's say we split up in the store, the moment she comes up, no, he'll want to jump. He doesn't want to walk beside. He doesn't want to stay in command. All because, well, Angie's mommy's here. I do eventually get him back in control, but it takes at least 5 minutes or so. Now let me tell you the biggest one. Going to snip the tree? Yeah, this is one of the trees that came down. Whoop. We can't show that on YouTube, Kitt. But this is one of the trees that came down when we had them bad storms a couple weeks ago. We had a bad storm last night. But when we're at home, let's say it's just Kitt and I at home, right? He is perfect. If it's just him and I at home, well, even if my other kids are home, he's perfect. Guys, I'm telling you, what I tell him to do, he'll do it. I say, Kitt, up on the couch. He goes up on the couch. When I'm editing, he comes up and he lays in the bed which my editing computer is in my bedroom. He laid on the bed and watched me edit. He's the perfect angel when it's just him and I are at home. Well, let me rephrase that. He's the perfect angel as long as Angie's not home. The moment my wife comes home, he still minds. I say about maybe 50% of the time if I'm in the room. But the moment I get up to leave the room, he starts chewing on the couch. He grabs the pillow. He starts grabbing the blankets if there's any blankets on the couch. And Angie has the time of her life. She gives commands. She's been doing her hardest to give him commands. He ain't listening to her. He's like, you know, hell with you. But the second I come back in the room, it all stops. I asked Angie this morning, I was like, now, when I'm not home and you have him, which usually she has him for a short time, don't walk over that, Bubby. I'm sorry, I made a mistake the other day on that, didn't I? Not that one, but I made a mistake. But she says he minds her about 75% of the time. I do find that hard to believe, though. Oh, on occasions, I have to sit for about a half a minute because my sciatica and my back is killing me. Whenever we get weather like it has been, it kills my back. Okay, I never sit any longer than 30 minutes, though, because I want to break my heat. But anyway, yeah, he's a whole different dog when Angie's around. Now watch. Kitt, stay. Hey, sit. Good boy. Stay. Don't move. He will stay there until I give him the command. Kitt, come. Good boy. Forward. You see how he turns around? He's walking right next to me. He's done got his poo out. He is 100% under my control. Now, I have been working when I stop. I want him to stop next to me, but he usually goes about 2 steps ahead. Now, you see how easy this is, forward? How easy this is for me, right? It looks pretty simple, right? Let my wife try that. Now, when I'm on filming locations, Angie helps me out quite a bit by taking over Kitt. Sometimes it can be really hard to film, and even right now, with a dog. Especially when it's before he has his poo. He gets a little pulley in the grass. But nevertheless, Ange helps out quite a bit. And I'm filming and I can see them in the distance. He pulls the crap out of her. She's trying everything she can to give the commands that we set out for my puppy. Not listening to a damn one of them. And I see this in the distance. I see it when I do the editing. Like I could be putting the camera on me and I can see her back in the background, you know, struggling with Kitt. Now I thought, well, maybe, now this is back a couple months ago, I was thinking maybe Angie ain't following through with the commands that he's been taught. Well, that was not the case. She does follow through with the commands. See, I had asked Ange, when you give a command, you make sure he follows it out. Don't give up on it, make sure he follows it out. And eventually she does get him to do what she wants him to do. Only for him to break commands a moment later. Now, if I was to tell you his favorite in the whole family is my wife, that will be true. Yes, Angie is my puppy's favorite out of all of us. Does that have anything to do with him not minding? I don't know. I can't figure this out. I've been trying to figure this out for the longest time. So let's paint the picture. Well, as long as Kitt is with me and I'm home, he don't do anything really majorly wrong. I say about 95% of the time, he's the perfect puppy. When Angie's around, forget it. The second I leave the room, yeah, when I leave the room, he's like, oh no, come on. I'm gonna chew on the couch. I'm gonna grab the pillows on the couch and the chair. Ain't that right, Bubby? Oh, I see you left my blanket out. I'm gonna chew it to pieces. And not to mention, oh, get this now. If I'm luckily, I am luckily enough to have lunch at home because of my hours I work are all over the map. I kind of set my own hours. So when I have lunch at home, it's usually just Kitt and I. He could be on my lap, sleeping, or just laying there and I can eat lunch right there and he won't bug me at all. He'd be in my lap and I'd be sitting there mowing down. He won't even look at me. He don't beg, he don't do nothing. But my wife comes home for lunch. Oh my word. It doesn't matter to Kitt if I'm in the room or not. He's going to go up and try to get her lunch. Yeah. And I can only imagine how hard it would be if I wasn't there. I don't get it. I truly do not get when Angie's around. He only minds about 50% of the time. I see that car left. I had a car pull in here a little bit ago. I mean, really fast. Thank God. Well, Kitt, by the way, real quick. One of the reasons Kitt's in training to be a service dog, well, my type of service dog is I don't hear, I don't want to hear at all. And the other ear ain't that much better. Well, I hear some. And he lets me know when a car is behind us. And he literally pulled me to the side. I wasn't hearing anything, and he kept stopping and looking back. Evidently, I wasn't paying attention because I'm filming. So he grabbed me and was like, "Urgh!" on over to the side, and this just in time because this person like ripped right on by and parked up yonder here. And they got out of the car. I thought they was going to be a walker like us, but she stopped at the pool, and now I made another lap and she gone. So you dog owners out there, or dog trainers out there, I'm asking you for your help now. Let me paint the picture one more time. Whenever Kitt's with me, he's perfect. Whenever my wife is around, not so perfect. And if she has him by herself, she claims she has 75%, you know, he's under her control. But no, I'm not buying that. If you have any ideas why, the only thing I can think of is he looks at me as the alpha. And he looks at Angie, which is his favorite, and my 3 children as his pack. I'm the alpha, and I think that might be the only, oh, sorry. I was looking at a bird flying down. I think that might be the only reason. If it's just him and I, he minds everything I say. He also did something the other night that he's never done before. And I'll tell you why I think he did it. We're sitting on the couch watching a movie, and my daughter's out on the couch, right? Now, he loves his sister, yes, and she has very little control over him, too. Could this be a girl thing? I don't know. But she went to put her hand on him. He was laying down. She put her hand on him, and he gave a real growl. He doesn't do that, guys. My dog does not. He gives playful growls, but this was a real growl. And Elizabeth pulled her hand away. Was like, "What was that all about, Kitt?" Then Kitt's like, "Oh, sorry. It kind of slipped out." The only explanation I have on that one is that whole day, Kitt was boom, boom, here, there. It was one of the days we had a lot of appointments, and I was trying to wear his butt out the whole day, and I did. I finally wore my dog completely out, and he might have been really tired and cranky. Well, I'm at my bitter end. I don't know how to get Angie to get control. She does everything I asked her to do, and she follows through. She does her best to follow through, but he just will not mind her. And if I'm at home, he's under control, but the second I leave the room, it doesn't matter where I go, he's going bananas. He also learned how to open up the dresser drawer and go after my wife's clothes. He's done that when I left the room a few times too. It's just Kitt and I, he don't do anything. I could leave the room for 2 hours. He could be in there all by himself. He won't touch a damn thing. All right, guys. Come on, Kitt, let's go, Bubby. That's all we're gonna do today. We got some cool adventures coming up, and I already had a fishing trip. I was filming, I'm trying to get in the car. I was filming that. I did do some filming, but I scratched it. I didn't like it. You know, my first fishing trip was pretty much for Sale State Park. Yeah, I get into that on the next fishing trip. Let's get these appointments over with, and then we'll be back to adventures. Oh yeah, I also did something else that may not have been. My youngest got his temps for driving, and he asked me to teach him to drive. The only 2 days I have is, well, one of my adventure days, we usually go on adventures, is that, yeah, is one of the days he wants me to teach him. So I will give up an hour of that day to teach him, and as long as there ain't no appointments, we'll still be able to do adventures. Whew. It's humid out there. It ain't so hot, it's humid. Guys, you got any answers, leave them down below. I apologize for this type of video today, but appointment after appointment after appointment, I wasn't able to get, on my last adventure day, I wasn't able to get nothing. Yeah. But don't worry, after I get through Monday, which I know that's different from you guys, after I get through Monday, I won't have no appointments till July. Yeah. Thank God. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I know it's a long video today, but now I'm at the point I'm off my game at this second. I don't really know how to end it. So I better just shut up and say goodbye. We'll see you on the next adventure, y'all. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments below.